What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video. And I want to tell you guys that Jurgen Klopp spoke about very exciting new signing Konstantinos Tsimikas, and I will share that interview with you guys. But also Liverpool have another kind of a new signing, because let me introduce to you guys an absolute beast of a centre back. Billy Koumetio signed his first professional contract with Liverpool FC, and if you look at pictures of him, he is actually bigger than Virgil van Dijk. Yes, you heard that right, he is absolutely monstrous. He is built like a mountain, let me tell you guys. And Jurgen Klopp also spoke very highly about him as well. And we will have some transfer news on Shaqiri in this video as well. So if you guys are excited about the daily Liverpool news, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. So Billy Koumetio, not sure how to pronounce his name, I'm not French, so excuse my pronunciation, but he has signed his first professional contract with Liverpool FC. He joined from Orléans in 2018, and he was previously on the books of his hometown club, Olympique Lyonnais, who are of course playing the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich. Leave your predictions in the comments below. Do you predict Bayern to make it a PSG Bayern dream final, or can Lyon cause a third huge upset in a row in the Champions League knockout stages? And Koumetio played a very impressive role at the heart of Liverpool's under-18 sides last season. He has a calm and very stylish approach, and he actually looks to defend on the front foot, and he immediately likes to start to build up play from the back. He also worked hard on switching play to the wings and with longer diagonal passes, especially off his stronger left foot. In October, he was only 16 years old. He was part of the first team matchday squad at Anfield for the visit of Arsenal in the League Cup. He also started for a Liverpool under-21 side in the leasing.com trophy against the League One's Fleetwood Town, and made a late European debut during a UEFA Youth League tie with Genk. A groin injury interrupted his progress the last few months, but he had returned to fitness just as the campaign was brought to a premature end in March, and he has been training with Liverpool in the Austria training camp. And by the way, Liverpool have a positive COVID case as well. We are not sure whether it's a player or a staff, but Liverpool will need to self-isolate for 10 days, and luckily that's exactly the time that Liverpool needs until their game against Arsenal. So we will probably not go back to England until that 10 days is up. But in 10 days, Liverpool will have the start of next season, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because this season just finished for Liverpool, and the Champions League is still ongoing. So I'm absolutely loving it that there is almost like no break in terms of the football, and Liverpool will also find out their Premier League fixtures tomorrow, so very excited about that. I will make a detailed video on that as well. So Jurgen Klopp talked about Billy Koumetio, and this is what he said. Billy the kid, he doesn't look like a kid, let me tell you that. In my opinion, his face looks like a kid, but then all the rest of his body is like, wow. I told him last time I saw you, you were like 20 centimeters less, if I'm right. That's pretty special, and yes, he is a big talent. Billy was unfortunately injured for quite a while, so he is now coming back. The perfect situation would be that he may be really first would be back with the under-23s and stuff like this, but the training camp is a nice opportunity for him. It's good for us to see him in action. I took him this morning in a session because we have to make sure we don't overdo it with him. It's very important. So he was not part of the last part of the session physically, but I took him aside and explained what we do there. I think things like this helps him a lot, and I'm pretty sure he will make big steps this season. He just has to make sure that we just have to make sure we really deal with his age group and physical demands pretty well. So this guy is a very, very promising player, and don't be too surprised if he will play some part for Liverpool this season. Even though he's 17 years old, physically he looks like he's ready. Of course, it's a different ball game when you play for Liverpool first team, but I think in the League Cup against the lower league side he could get some minutes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him play. And now let's talk about Jurgen Klopp and how excited he is for the Konstantinos Tsimikas transfer, and I'm equally excited as well. I'm absolutely buzzing. He looks like a perfect candidate to be the number 2 left back at Liverpool for the long term. Kostas is a signing which just shows what we are looking for, what we need. That's what Jurgen Klopp told Liverpool's official website. I think the left-back position was now not a position where the people out there who would have thought Liverpool need another player there and stuff like this, it worked out pretty well. Milner played there from time to time, but we cannot take any risk, or we should take as few risks as possible with Tsimikas. Our fullbacks in the way we play are so important with the skills they have, the speed they have, the crosses they put in to the box and stuff like this. And when I saw Kostas Tsimikas in the first time, I thought, is it possible to get somebody like him? Meanwhile, he's not the most experienced player because he started a little bit later with a proper career. But in the last 2 or 3 years, he's really right on track, but then has started building his career, obviously. Then we had a conversation and he was very, very positive about this, knowing that we had already a world-class fullback, but that's exactly what you try to have. It will be the most intense season probably of our lives, and because of the pandemic we cannot prepare perfectly for it because the market is not like this. Nobody knows exactly how it will be in the next few months. I think we are all rather positive than negative about the situation in the world out there, but we still have to work on it. We still have to wait for the proper solution, which is not there yet. He's talking about the vaccine, I think. I'm not sure we can cover each potential problem we have like this, but this problem I'm pretty happy with the solution. Robo and Trent, let's say they cannot play every season, 50 something games. It would limit their careers, to be honest, even when they come through. So I'm really happy that we got this proper option, and Tsimikas is a proper option. He's a super guy, a very confident boy, cheeky, and if you want, you can watch him on YouTube. Probably most of our supporters did that already. I would say he's a quite exciting player, and when Jurgen Klopp himself says that about a new signing, you know that it's an exciting transfer, and I can't wait to see Tsimikas in action, and Liverpool will probably give him some minutes against Arsenal in the Community Shield, because you can make like 6 substitutions in that game or maybe even more. And Marco Grujic and also Loris Karius, they are currently training with the Liverpool first team in Austria in a training camp, but both are for sale, and especially Karius. But Bild are the reporting that Schalke are interested in Grujic, and they would be willing to spend up to 13 million pounds, which is like 15-16 million euros on Grujic. Considering the wealth of options Liverpool already have in centre midfield, I think getting 30 million pounds in this current financial crisis would be ideal for Grujic. Even if we could get maybe even more for him next summer, it's not worth keep loaning him out. He needs to sort out his career, and I don't think Jurgen Klopp rates him too highly. And I think that Grujic has very little chance of becoming a first team regular, because we just have too many great midfielders, and we are on the verge of signing Thiago as well. But we have Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Henderson, Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Shaqiri. We have so many midfielders. There's just not enough space for Grujic, and it's unlucky because probably 5 years ago Grujic would have walked into the Liverpool first team and probably would have played a lot of games in the Premier League. But now Liverpool are just so good that you almost have to be a world-class midfielder just to sit on the bench for Liverpool, and that's actually absolutely crazy, but that's the truth. And Xherdan Shaqiri, even though it looked like he was on his way out of Liverpool, now he's back in the fold, he's back in training with Liverpool, and he actually is looking forward to the new season, and he is willing to stay and fight for his place. Even though the rumor was that Shaqiri wanted to play regularly, I think he probably realized that this is the best club that he has been at for the last like 10 years, and this is probably the peak of his career, Shaqiri. It's only going downhill from here. And he also realized it's better to play for Liverpool 10, 15, 20 games a season and win trophies, then go to another club and just play regularly but not be in contention for trophies. So this is what Shaqiri said. Always, if you are injured or if you are not playing, you are frustrated. But I'm looking forward to this next season and trying to help the team all the time. So I have the chance to play like the first season. As a team, I just want us to achieve a lot of things. I think we have a lot of good players in our team. Everyone can play. And we try to make it very difficult for the coach as always. I'm trying to give my best as well to help the team to win games, titles. That's the most important thing for me. Everybody is excited to play again and to defend the season we had last season and to defend the titles. It's very difficult, but we try to achieve again a lot of things and we want to win a lot of games and win trophies. We have the capacity. We have the team who is still hungry and wants to win many titles. To win the title last season was unbelievable, something different after 30 years for the fans of Liverpool and for us players as well. We are really excited and we always want to win every game, but we know it's going to also be difficult. The other teams also want to win, so I think it's going to be an exciting season and I'm looking forward to it. And that's just a brilliant interview by Shaqiri. And Brewster is also ready to help Liverpool defend their Premier League title. He said it's good to be back and he's looking forward to the new season. This is what Brewster said in detail. It's good to be back and to see the Liverpool boys and the staff and everybody. It feels good to pull a Liverpool shirt back on. It's a bit different because we didn't have the full time off that you normally get. It was a shorter period of time that we had off, so we didn't lose that much fitness, I would say. The first day of preseason is always going to be tough. But it was a good day and it was good to get back into it. It feels good to maybe be a part of the squad next season, being away and then coming back. It's a bit different, but seeing everyone again, seeing them all smiling and coming back confident, it's good to be back. It was a good experience for me to go out to Swansea and to actually play in the playoffs as well. Brewster scored 11 goals in 22 games during his stay at Swansea, so that was a hugely successful loan spell. And this is what he said: going there in January, having the first game against Cardiff and the last game against Brentford, I've had a lot of experiences, ups and downs. I would say I had more highs than lows there, but it was a great experience and great to get some first team games under my belt. It was very good for your development at such a young age. Not a lot of 20-year-olds can say that they have played in the playoffs. Obviously we didn't quite make it to the final and get promoted, but to play in the semi-final, the cameras are on you and they are high pressure games, as you will have seen on TV. So it's good to get them under your belt from an early age, and who knows, hopefully I can play in a lot more high pressure games to come, and that's what we want. And I'm not sure what is the best solution for Brewster. Should he be just a bench option and for some games he can come on and influence some games and play in the League Cup, in the FA Cup regularly, and be in the Premier League for a bit part? I think maybe the better option would be to play Brewster, to loan him out to a fellow Premier League club, so to somebody like Newcastle, where he could play regularly. And no disrespect to Newcastle, they're just not on the same level as Liverpool. And maybe at a club like Newcastle or another club, another smaller club, Brewster could really shine in the Premier League. And the Premier League is where Brewster needs to try himself. And I'm not sure if he's ready yet. That's why I would advise him to loan him out. But I think Jurgen Klopp wants to be cautious. He doesn't want to sign probably another forward player. So Brewster could help with that he could be another option off the bench, because he has great finishing. He showed that. 1 goal every 2 games for Swansea as a 20-year-old. That's a brilliant record. And also huge congratulations to Sadio Mane, who won the PFA Fans Player of the Year award, which is absolutely brilliant. The PFA is the Professional Footballers Association, and the fans voted for Sadio Mane to be a player of the season, and Mane had a terrific season. He scored, I think, 18 goals, just 1 goal behind Salah, but he was an absolute bowler for Liverpool this season. He was one of the reasons why Liverpool basically ended their 30-year wait to win their first Premier League title, and I'm so happy for Mane. Congratulations to him, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.